right, welcome back to the Ironman Progress video series. We are here having just spent a long time in Motherlode Mine. I was here for like days, and our progress here is thus. We have 2,300 coal, 2,500 mithril, 378 addy, and 140 golden nuggets. I think we started with like 30 golden nuggets, so we've been here a very long time. We are about to use some of these golden nuggets to get, let me make sure that's the coal bag. Yes, the coal bag will help us so much at Blast Furnace. It is so nice to get. It is just a really sweet quality of life thing. Like I said in the last video, the next thing we will be doing is upgrading the size of the sack. Is there anything else I can unlock here? Yep, 200 nuggets for the sack, and that will be a long time from now because I spent a crazy amount of time here and I don't feel like doing that again for a little bit. So we're going to just use our coal bag whenever we head back to Blast Furnace, whenever we need, more smithing levels. I think we're good for right now. But meanwhile, we have a Slayer task of 202 Dust Devils. So we are going to head to the desert with our Camulet now that we can teleport above the Inakra's Lament mine. And it should make it so much easier. Nope, I don't want to wear that. Surface. Oh yeah, this is much faster than the way we used to go. I'm gonna have to eventually, when I have like buku bucks, save up and get the unlimited teleport because that is so nice. All right, we've got 202 Dust Devils to go. I'm just using Smoke Barrage because, I don't know, I thought the poison damage would be nice. I might switch to ice just because I feel like the experience drops are so much higher. It's my first time doing this task with the Bone Crusher, and it's kind of nuts. I'm just basically hovering around like 40-ish prayer. I don't really drop below it. I brought all these prayer potions because, usually you need them, but I'm kind of just chilling. And maybe I'll adjust. I'm definitely going to bring Ice Barrage, by the way. The Smoke Barrage just isn't getting it done damage-wise or experience drop-wise. I'll make that change, but yeah, you kind of just, eventually I'll get lower because it takes some time to set up, but yeah, you hover anywhere between like the 30 and 40 prayer mark, and yeah, it's just a super nice quality of life thing to have. These diaries are they're really, really great. There's the end of that Dust Devil task. We are 10k away from 80 magic and 6.3k away from 73 Slayer. Black Dragons, okay. Black Dragons are done. Use the babies like last time. Let's go get another task. This will be our 60th task, so actually we should be going to Konar. Good thing I caught that. 32... think I'm going to cancel that. Actually, should I block Steel Dragons? Konar gave me like 5 crap assignments in a row. And then we have Bloodvelds in the Stronghold dungeon. It's fine. I can canon them, but man, those were all just such bad tasks. I honestly kind of want to cancel this because it's singles combat, and I'm gonna do it. Whatever. Who cares? All right, yeah, fine. Fossil Island Wyverns. There's the task done. 90 points, bringing us to 472 because I skipped a ton of tasks in order to get here. We are going to head back and get another task now. We didn't get anything nice from that. Dagannoth. Okay, excellent. We just have to change our spellbook back from the ancient spellbook because we want to be able to teleport around and do medium clues and alch stuff. And for the first time on this account, actually, now that we have the diary done, we can use the Alcarage shortcut. Having this like mounted glory in the house is just so nice. It just makes getting, especially at Draenor Village, which is like so difficult to get to, but yeah, we just take this little shortcut down here, and then all of a sudden we are on the other side. So no more using Ring of Dueling charges, and it makes it easy to get to Shantae. So we're wearing the Camulet right now, so apparently if we just talk to this camel and ask about its dung, which is so weird, it'll just give us poop. It'll poop for us. And then we use the bucket on the dung, and then we use it on the Camulet, and there you go, recharged. We are set up down here in the catacombs. I brought the mace for a +5 prayer bonus. My prayer lasts like 7 minutes down here. I don't think it's necessary to bring prayer pots. I got the Bone Crusher. Plus, I'm going to be leaving for medium clues when they come up, so it just didn't seem like totally worth it. I also wonder if I can maybe burst these guys. They seem a little too spread out, actually, for me to be able to burst them, so I think I'll just AFK with some melee. Got a super high prayer bonus, like I said, so should be good. We finished up that Dagonoth task, no surprises. First, we're going to open these 2 medium caskets. An ancient cloak, that's pretty cool. And, ooh, a black elegant shirt. All right, 2 uniques. And 176 hellhounds, more AFK. I had to travel here for this clue, so I figured I'd bring some money and pay to open up this fairy ring. It's, I guess, 80,000. And he just does like a little animation thing, and then there you go. It's good to go. We finished up our Hellhounds task. We're going to go ahead and get another Iron Dragons. I am canceling that. Cave Horrors, fine. And we have 5 caskets from the Hellhounds, so we're going to go ahead and see what they are. Okay. A War Blessing, throwback to Leagues when that was like the best thing you could get. All right. The Charged Dragonstone Jewelry Scroll is actually really useful. And then other than that, I think we got some ridiculous amount of alk. So I'm going to go ahead and alk these right now. That was nice. That was 250k in alks plus 13k or whatever in just regular gold. So that was good. I'm happy with that. Huge Tears of Gothic session, 225. And I don't even have all the quests done. So that is super, super nice. Oh, fletching's my lowest level. All right, well now it's 69 fletching. We can now officially make rune crossbows. All right, we're going to go knock out this cave horror task. I just finished my cave horror task. Guy in my clan just got armadillo crossbow. And we are going back to Hellhounds. I am in the wilderness, too lazy to change my... Oh, someone was getting PK'd here. Too lazy to change my setup, so I am risking a whole bunch of stuff by going in here. But we got the casket. And I'm actually just going to keep that because we got the Hellhounds task, and we'll add that to the number of caskets we get from Hellhounds, and we're just going to go to the catacombs, do them. There is the Hellhounds task done. And we roll that right into another Dust Devils task. That is pretty sweet. Now let's check out these caskets. A Rune Plate Body H5 and more Charged Dragonstone Scrolls, and a Black D'hide, which is nice for the wilderness. A Holy Blessing and Red D'hide Chaps Trimmed. Oh, this one's a big one. Saradomin Kite Shield and a Bandos Coif. Never mind, I thought it was... Alright, that's pretty cool. Still feel like AFKing. I don't really want to do that Dust Devils task right now, so we are going to head into the Motherlode Mine once again. We picked up about 11 golden nuggets from our little session at Motherlode Mine, and now we are going to switch our spellbook to Ancients and go do that burst task. There is the end of the Dust Devils task. It is crazy good experience when you extend it. 233 Dust Devils, that was 30k experience. That is so dope. We are flying through these Slayer levels. We'll be at 75 before we even know it. Let's go get another task. Also, this is a problem. I have 1 charge on that, so I'm going to have to go camp Lizardman Shamans. I really only need 1 other Xerix Talisman. If I can get that, that's 100 charges, and I'm set. I also thought I'd point this out. In 233 Dust Devils, I used 1 dose of Prayer Potion. To be fair, I also left halfway through to bank, so I did restore my prayer then, but 1 dose. That's nuts. 12 Skeletal Wyverns. This is our first Skeletal Wyvern task. We will get the diary task done from this, and I think I'm just going to range them from the safe spot. It'll take a little bit while longer than meleeing them, but it's AFK. So to get to Skeletal Wyverns, you take Slayer Ring AIQ to Mudskipper Point. You walk past what used to be the most botted place in the game right here, and then you stand here and you find a world that doesn't have somebody already ranging them. Then once you've done that, you attack one of them. Nope, he's not turning around. There he is. All right, then you stand right there and you range them, and that's it. There is the task done. We got the medium combat achievement for killing a skeletal wyvern. We got the hard task in the Valley area, and we got 2.5k, so not really a lot, but it is a good just kind of AFK task. I had them extended on my UIM, and honestly, I'm not really sure why. 140 Bloodveld, awesome. Another AFK task. I'm loving these. We'll go set up for that in the catacombs. Just made it to 74 Slayer. We also made it to 80 Magic on that Dust Devil task. I forgot to mention that, but we are now 114k away from officially reaching our Slayer goal before we start the Song of the Elves quest, which would then lead us to basically the defining moment of every Ironman account, the Corrupted Gauntlet. There's the Bloodveld task done. Been a while since we've had anything to report from these tasks. No superiors or anything, but that's 151 Suklas. It's AFK, but kind of sucks. I guess I'll do it. It's decent XP and it's not worth the skip. Sukwa task complete, and we get 85 worms. That's a chance at the Dragon Harpoon. This kill will get us to the end of the worm task. We are now at 69 tasks, meaning that our next one should be from Konar. I did spawn a superior on this task, but I had like no prayer, so it was a battle to the death. I couldn't get the recorder up in time. But all right, Konar, 151 in the Calphite Lair. I have a feeling that's like the crappy place to do it. Yes, it is. But I want the points. I don't want to cancel for... All right, fine. I'll do it. It's canonable, at least. It's canonable. Forgot I had a casket from earlier, so here's 2 hard clues. We got Piscator's teleports. Those are pretty good before we get the Western Province diary done that lets us teleport there. And the second one is just Alks. Decided to take a AFK cooking break. We cooked all the rest of the sharks and a few swordfish. At least it's also multi in here. I thought it was singles for some reason, but at least it's multi in this little area of the Calphite Lair. I also realized I probably should have had my Expeditious bracelet on. I may go grab that again. Calphite task is done. Our Expeditious bracelet went off. Brine rats. Okay, another cannon task that I will also be using Expeditious bracelets on. There's another brine saber. I don't know what I'll do with that one because I don't really need either of them, but I guess if I get PK'd when I'm eventually trying to set up that master stash, I have an extra. Brine rats task is done. Let's go. Oh no, I left the shark on the ground. Oh well. We'll get another task, Skeletal Wyverns. Skeletal Wyverns done. And now we get Trolls. I think there's a good place in like Nita's to cannon them. There it is on kill count 34 with a new personal best. We get the Bottomless Compost Bucket. That is such a nice quality of life upgrade for us. The Bottomless Compost Bucket allows you to not only just hold 1 bucket in your inventory when doing farm runs, but it also doubles the amount of compost that you put in it. So if I take this 104 compost and put it in the bottomless bucket, yes, I understand that we'll all be lost. It now contains 208 uses of Ultra Compost. This is so nice because we have a big farming grind coming up soon when we hit 75 Slayer, and that will be so nice to have for that. So I am very thrilled with that. It also lowers the amount of volcanic ash that I have to go and get. So that's nice too. All around, such a nice thing to have. It is a big W, Pat. Thank you. I remembered this spot from way back when I used to play on like a main account. I'm pretty sure this is like a really good spot. You just kind of pray range, set your cannon up, and it'll just take out all of these guys very, very quickly. I've got the Expeditious bracelet on. I think they drop like decent alkables. I might go grab my Ring of Wealth because it looks like they drop coins and stuff too. But yeah, it seems to be going pretty well. You just got to remember to eat every so often. Look at this. I don't know when they made this change, but when you hover over rocks now, it shows you what they are instead of having to prospect that. Oh, you can't even prospect them anymore. Huh. That's an interesting change, but I mean, I like it. Also, on a different note, being an Ironman makes you appreciate so many different things. Like, for example, who else would pick up all this ball of wool? When you're on an iron, you're like, oh, that'll be nice in case I ever need to like string amulets. I'll never have to buy any more of them. So having a bunch of balls of wool in your bank is actually kind of a nice thing. That task is out of the way. We got a granite shield, which is good for, I guess, an elite clue, it looks like. And now we go back to Hellhounds. That is the Hellhounds task, and we will follow it up with, nope, we are not doing elves. That is not happening. Bloodveld, sweet. And we got 1 casket. Magic bows, I guess. This is a terrible casket. Knock out this thick veld here. And nothing special, but I will take the head and totem. Picked up a shield left half from these Bloodveld, and I don't even have a Ring of Wealth on. So that's something. We are almost done with the Bloodveld task, but we also got a hit points level, bringing us to 82 hit points and 100 combat. So now we can get our task from Duradel, which we won't be doing because I'm pretty sure this will be the last Slayer task for a very long time. With that hit... Wait, no, it went away. Oh my god, that's so devastating. All right, 75, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, 75 Slayer. We have finally reached our goal for Song of the Elves. All that's left now is to get our Herblore up to 77. We're going to finish out this Slayer task because we only have 6 more of these guys, but we have a ton of stuff planned now that we are 75 Slayer. We have a lot to do, a lot to prep for, and then a very exciting finish with that big quest. So we'll knock out this Slayer task and then we'll get started. All right, that is the end of this task. Oh, look, we Emma the Loop. Oh, look, we could put that together. How fun. All right. We have finished 75 tasks. Wow, 75 tasks for 75 Slayer. That's pretty cool. We will not be doing Slayer anymore. We have lots of other things to tackle. So first, let's go take care of this farming contract. This medium clue that I had in my bank has me coming to Death Plateau real quick to talk to Saba, but this is actually a good excuse for me to do something that I wanted to do for a while. I should be able to talk to Tenzing and get some climbing boots. I want to get like a multiple of them. I guess you just have to talk to them over and over. These are +2 melee strength, which is, just good to have. And then they're good to just take into the wildy if you're going to go do like Calvarion. Because if you get PK'd and lose them, like, whatever, not a big deal. But they're nice for the extra little strength boost as well. I can't believe they haven't made this into like a little menu already. And I guess they're used for clues as well. So overall, just kind of a nice little thing to have in your bank. And I honestly think they're the highest strength bonus boots I have right now. So probably just good for me to use if I ever want that little strength boost. While doing these herb runs, I thought I would alch all the stuff that I got in my bank from doing 72 to 75 Slayer. And we got, there's the number again, 750K. So that is a lot more than I thought I would have. I think my cash stack honestly is like a little above 2 mil right now, which is just a really nice place to start out at. All right, we just finished our herb runs and we've got this medium casket. That is a Guthix Miter and Bandos Page 4 and Morton Teleports. That's a pretty good clue. So we've got like 200 doses of Ultra Compost in our bottomless bucket, and we've got some Super Compost right there that we got from the Calvarion grind. I'm going to check in my bank. I think I've got some Volcanic Ash, but otherwise I might go mine like 200 of it, use it to turn that into Ultra Compost and then stick it in the bucket. Because now that we have the double aspect of the bucket, it's really nice to just be able to dump everything in there easily. Yeah, so I've got 54, so I'm going to go mine like 200 more. I wonder if the Varrock armor works with Volcanic Ash. I'll have to check. It does not. All right, I got a bit carried away here. Obviously, we got 1736 and counting. I guess when I'm done with this ash pile, I'll hit the other one and then we'll be good. And we will go make some more Ultra Compost. Forgot how slow this process is. I'm going to save this for some AFK time or something, but rest assured we have a lot of Volcanic Ash. The next thing for us to do, because we're going to be doing agility during this herb grind, is the Kandarin hard diary so that we can get more marks of grace on the agility course. One of the things I need to do for this is make a yew longbow from scratch. Now the issue is I have 69 fletching, which by the way, I got all the way to 68 from Wintertodd and like just recently got 69 from Tears of Guthix, which just goes to show Wintertodd is so nice for early levels. But in order to do that, instead of making anything, I'm just going to use some of my dragon fruit and make an uncooked dragon fruit and then cook it. Dragon fruit pie will give me +4 fletching, so I can just go and do that easily without having to train the level because I don't know what I would make right now. I don't know how much of barbarian training I've done, so I'm just gonna see whether I can make these spears. I don't think I can. I feel like I have to do more training. No, I guess I am all set. So does that mean I can make a hosta? Looks like I can, which means that I might do something with my dragon spear right now. Please allow the following clips to serve as a reminder to always Google things before attempting them. So I have 2 dragon spears for the stash units, and then I have a 3rd dragon spear here, which maybe I can turn into a dragon hosta? I need to bring him a spear first so he can turn it into a hosta, and then I know how. Okay. I dropped my... Okay, I brought him the adamant spear. Let's see if I can use that here. Nope, still can't do it. So let's see. One-handed spears. I don't understand. You may use bronze bars with normal logs and oak logs. If you perform this task, you will be free. I did that. Or can I not proceed until I've killed the mithril dragon? Okay, I think I have to do it a second time. And this time, instead of just making a spear, I have to make a hosta. So let's see if it gives me an option. Yep, there it is. Okay. Now I should be able to make my little dragon spear. Do I give this to him? Why is it not? I don't understand. How do I turn this into a hosta? Okay, apparently you can't. So there's the answer to that. So I just have 3 dragon spears, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to kill these dragons with ruby and diamond bolts. I just gotta kill 1 mithril dragon. I don't feel like I can do it with melee, so hopefully this setup will work. Last time I tried to use diamond bolts, it was like not effective at all. That was against the chaos elemental, so hopefully this goes better. And hey, maybe we get chewed bones and dragon full helm on the first kill. This is gonna have to be a 2-trip kill because I forgot prayer potions and a ranging potion, so this is not gonna work. There's the dragon dead, and we didn't get anything, but I am gonna take these mithril bars and these dragon bones. And the last thing we need to do, which I honestly was holding me back from doing this way earlier, but I guess you don't need to. I thought you had to do more barbarian assault. Turns out you don't. I'm just going to take that granite body and wear it. And there we go. We have completed all the hard tasks. See, I thought you had to do more barbarian assault, but it turns out you just have to get 1 queen kill. So we are all set. Let's go get our rewards. Wedge, I finished all my tasks. We get the Kandarin headgear upgraded. That doesn't do much. Enchanted battle staves. The Camelot teleport is really nice. And 15% more marks of grace. Flax yield doesn't matter. 10% higher yield from Catherby. That's pretty dope. And 10% more points from Barbarian Assault. 1 free daily teleport to Sherlock. And our enchanted bolt uses increased by 10%, which will be nice for Dragon Slayer 2. This is such a nice... Wow, I didn't know people still train magic by just teleporting to Camelot. This is such a nice diary to get done. Nige, you better get on it. I'm very happy with this. It'll make Marks of Grace so much nicer. And we can put this right on Herblore. Pro tip for all you bottomless compost bucket people, when you use volcanic ash on your compost bin, as long as it turns it into ultra compost, you could just put it directly into your compost bucket. You don't have to take buckets out and then put it in there. So saves you a little bit of time. Just by collecting the compost that was in the buckets that I already had full, we're now at 424 uses. And before we got the bucket, we only had like 102 ultra compost left. So that just goes to show how incredible the bucket is. So the next thing I want to do before I really get started on agility is the Falador hard as well. It should be very, very quick, and it's an extra 15k Herblore XP, so that's always good. And now to do the most annoying part of this diary, which is kill mole without the tracker. I killed so much mole on my UIM because it's the only way to get bird's nest, so I'm very happy that I won't have to do that here, but it is super annoying to try and find it without the tracker. Please, I've been in here for so long. Ah, finally. I thought he would, like, dig or something. That is so nice. All right, mole claw, mole skin. I don't really think we need to keep either of these. We can go try and turn them in right now, I guess, but that's knocked out. This should be the last part of the diary. Yes, it is. I've done all my hard tasks. Reward me. Falador shield will restore all prayer points once a day. There's a bank deposit box at the crafting guild, shortcut to the heroes guild, and the giant mole will be easier to locate. Oh, and it drops its stuff in noted form. Nothing really that useful, but the herblore boost is always nice. That is 74. Divine ranging potions. We'll make those soon. Okay, I was doing laps. I got through, like, I think actually I should be getting a Mark of Grace on this lap, so I'll do one more. But I was doing my laps and I was like, this feels like a waste of time. There's got to be something better that I could be doing with my time than just running laps. And I realized that I'm going to want to train ranged before I go to Corrupted Gauntlet, because there's no possible way that I will be able to kill the Hunlift with these stats, especially not my ranged. So I am going to do the Western Provinces diary and just knock out as much of that chompy grind as I can while I am, doing my herb runs and birdhouse runs. So I'm going to get the easy and medium diaries done, because that will allow me to have 50% chance of spawning 2 chompies. And then I'll just be able to race through all of them and get those 1,000 kills for the elite diary, which, is just a nice grind to get out of the way. I'm doing the pest control parts of the Western diaries because I figured I had to be here for easy and medium. I might as well do the hards. I'm doing the medium right now and I almost died. 11 health. I don't know how that's possible. I didn't even know you could like be injured in here. That's all of the games of pest control complete. I will come back here later when I have the combat achievement that like adds extra points to your pest control games, because I don't really need void right now and I'd rather have that little boost. On an earlier herb run, I went and planted toad flags because I realized that when I go to boost for Song of the Elves and make Sarah brews, I didn't have any toad flags to make them. So now that I've got about 80 of them, we should be good for 77 herblore when I can boost to make Sarah brews. I may regret this later, but in my desperation for bank space, I moved all my seeds except for my herb seeds into the seed vault because I'm here all the time anyway. So, you know, it wasn't too bad. Oh, I also kept all of my seeds that I use for birdhouse runs, but I'm here all the time. It seemed like it was kind of a waste to, you know, not have them in the seed vault and just keep this for like bank space. This tab is a mess now, other than my little potions area, which is also still kind of a mess, but I'm going to fix that later probably. I wish I knew this earlier in my account, but there's the bank right there. And here's Grand Tree Groceries with 15 chocolate and 10 chocolate dust. It's right there. I could see the bank. I didn't even have to run all the way over. Well, that was dumb. So all I have left from the Western Easy and Medium diaries is the chompy stuff. I know I'm all over the map right now, but I'm actually going to stop here and go do Sarachnis. And the reason is I have like 240 snapdragons, it looks like. I don't think I'll be harvesting any more snapdragons because I'm pretty low on them. I want to save them for contracts, but I figure points-based combat achievements is coming out soon, and there are 3 combat achievements that I can do from Sarachnis. So I want to knock those out before it becomes like really crowded. And it has an egg sack drop, which gives you a chance to get 100 red spider's eggs. So I figure it's a more engaging way to get some red spider's eggs, as well as knock out combat achievements and basically just break up the monotony of just running laps or doing anything else. So we're going to go take on Sarachnis. There is the first kill. I had some, you know, tools run in here and tag my actual first kill, so that one didn't count. But there is the first one. I'm gonna probably stay until, so the next combat achievement is 25 kills. So I'll probably stay here until I get 25 and then I'll bounce, because this actually is a lot more trying than I thought it would be. She drains a lot of supplies using like prayer pots and stuff. So I'm getting bodied, honestly. I'm getting destroyed by Sarachnis. My gear and stuff is not good enough to do that, so I think we're just going to call it, and I'll deal with the combat achievements thing when it comes out, but I don't have good enough stuff to do that yet. Since we skipped out on the Sarachnis thing, we are now going to make our comp bow and ogre arrows for the chompy grind. There are the steel brutal arrows and the composite ogre bow. We just need to grab, I think I have them in my bank. Yep. Bellows. And I think that's everything, honestly. And then we just grab our gear out and head over to Castle Wars. All right. I think you just bring your bellows and you catch the toads, and then you immediately kind of drop them, and you just keep doing this until chompies show up, and they should show up any time now. I don't know if this is like the best place for them or if the other place near the teak tree is best. I've got some sort of chompy plugin on, I remember from when I did it. Yeah, there it is. So should just be able to kill them. Steel brutals I know have a chance to one hit kill them, but I don't think my range is very high. And normally you'd be wearing like void and that would kind of take them out. You don't want to pluck them or anything. You just want to kill as quickly as possible. And then we will come back once the medium diary is done. The reason for that is that gives a chance to spawn 2 at a time, 50% chance, I believe. And that makes this grind a lot easier. We have killed 126 chompies. So talking to Rance should get us enough hats to finish the medium diary. Oh boy. This is going to be a lot of collection logs. Yeah, spamming the... Oh boy. I don't think I've ever turned in 2 diaries at once. So where's the guy? There he is. Elder Gnome Child. Completed all the easies. Okay, we get 25% chance of 2 chompy birds appearing and 25 free ogres. And I've completed my medium diary. Crystal Saw lasts twice as long, and the 50% chance of 2 chompy birds appearing and 50 free arrows. All right, so we're going to put both of these on herblore. Sweet. I don't think this has a teleport. Does it? It does not. That is harder elite. All right, we're going to go back to Chompies, I figure, and just finish out the 325 that we need for the hard diary, and then we'll do something else. There's 300 Chompy kills. That is all we need for the Western hard diary. We can collect that at any time, and we will finish out all this stuff later when we can kill Zulrah. Medium clue. And we get an unholy blessing. We're racking up these blessings. Had some AFK time, so I used all the volcanic ash to turn the super compost into ultra compost, and I will put it into the bucket, and it's now 1,100, almost 1,200 uses. So super, super nice. We are almost done with gathering everything we need for 77 herb lore. I just need to gather the Snapdragon secondaries. The Sarachnis grind didn't go as planned, so we are just going to do the good old Tower of Life method. We are now all set on Snapdragons, and I think it's time to start our Herblore grind. The perks of finishing the Desert Diary is that we can use Zahir to make all of our potions into unfinished potions. I think that cost me like 300k, but totally worth it. We are starting our Herblore journey with 90k left to 75. So I have utilized every single bit of Herblore experience I had in my bank, and I am 15k short. However, that's all good. I'm just gonna wait for a few more herb runs. Should only be like 2. I've got some editing to do, some real life stuff. So that being said, I think it's a good place to call this episode to an end. In the next episode, we will finally tackle Song of the Elves, get access to Prifddinas, and really open up the rest of what this account has to offer. So thanks for watching. Have a good one, and I'll see you all next time.